Hi, everybody. I'm Sai,
I'm Max.
and welcome to Beyond the Bag. We record these live on Poshmark. So if you hear me randomly dropping a bag mid-show, don't worry. It's just me gravity checking it, make sure for quality control.
Quality control. I love it. What do we have in the bags today?
First up, handbag nostalgia. Are you ready? From jelly sandals to LV Speedies, we're throwing it back to the bag and the moments that made us who we are. We're talking about Dunkaroos in your lunchbox,
Ooh.
MySpace glitter on your profile, and that first Coach wristlet that you begged your mom for.
Yeah, purple.
Next, after that, the next topic we'll talk about, this one's going to be good. We've been waiting 4 days to talk about this topic. It's going to be about money and relationships.
Okay.
From Gen Z's demand for independence to the surprising happiness boost of joint accounts. We're asking, should couples go ours, mine, or still carry, yours? Does that make sense? So should we have separate bank accounts in a relationship or put them together? It's going to get emotional like any kind of bag breakup here today.
Interesting. Yeah, I got the feels. I got the feels on that. I'm loving the nostalgia though. Let's get into it.
And in the pop culture news, we got to always deliver some random pop culture news for the intro. Jennifer Lopez just teased a 2025 tour comeback. So yeah, it's still 2002.
Oh boy.
After all, it makes sense. It's perfect to announce that for our nostalgia.
I was gonna say, talk about nostalgia.
All right, let's cue the music.
Where the story shines. Bags, brands, and secrets all in real time. From Lux deep dive to resale tea. Come vibe with the tribe, unfiltered free. We live on the mic, straight from the show. You feel the buzz and the glow as we go beyond the bag.
I know.
Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Lori. Welcome
And
in.
all the podcast gets to hear the music,
Right?
but we don't get to hear it. So is there anything you want to say before I start that? Before I start?
Which part?
Well, let's start with the nostalgia, okay?
Yeah.
Why does your first bag feel more like memory lane than a purse? And we're going to trace 3 decades of bags and go into just general nostalgia in the first place. In fact, right now, if anyone that's in our current virtual studio audience, we do have a giveaway. We'll be giving away every 15 to 30 minutes. We're going to be giving away some of these retro brands. So stick around for the whole podcast if you're in there. And if you're listening on any one of them, Apple Music, Amazon, wherever you're listening to us, remember we do these shows live. So come check us out.
Yes. It's so fun. We are having so much fun doing this. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm calling this First Loves and First Bags. So before I start, what was your first pre-loved handbag?
My first pre-love?
We're going nostalgia.
Well, I'll tell you my first designer.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Bag.
Designer. Yeah.
Yeah. Because she wasn't pre-loved, but I did buy her out of the back of like a van type thing. So I'm pretty sure it was probably fake, but it was a Coach. It was like a hobo style signature canvas. Oh, I remember brown and white, big brown C's on it. Oh God, it was such a beautiful bag.
Right.
Such a beautiful bag. Probably fake. I didn't know what I was doing. This was a long time ago.
We'll
just say a long time ago. And I was just so excited to even have the thought. I mean, we're talking like almost 20 years ago of like finally being able to buy like a name brand bag.
Are you a bag girl now?
I was a big girl. I was a big girl because I think it is a truck bag, Elaine. I think it's like a rite of passage when you when you get to put your big girl britches on and buy your own first designer bag.
Big girl britches?
Yeah.
I love that you said it like that.
I think it's a rite of passage. So that was my rite of passage, and I remember it. Oh, I held on to that bag for a long time.
I'm going to side note into our chat real quick, and they say, looks like some people, and again, one of the things that we do here is people here live will be able to see it, but whenever I'm talking on here, I always keep everyone's comments discreet on the podcast.
Right.
But one of our viewers said that, they're talking about giveaways, just to sidetrack a little bit, that they get blocked sometimes if they don't bundle after they win a giveaway. By the way, that's not happening here. If you win, I'm sending it to you. It's that simple. Okay.
I can't wait to send it to you.
It should be that simple. Why don't you just send out some good vibes? Don't be
I don't know. Why is it
guilt them the second they get in?
wild? Wild.
That's insane to me. So that's not happening here. Okay, for everyone that entered, if you win,
You don't have to go buy a bag out of the closet. You don't have to go and do any of that shit. Just come in and win the giveaway and hang out with some cool people because we're freaking cool in here.
Right.
And have a good time. Like, it doesn't have to be anything more complicated than that.
So during that time, where did you take the bag? Did you perhaps take the bag into a Blockbuster?
Probably.
Oh, wait,
No,
seriously?
No, I don't think so. No.
No? Because it's
Maybe. I don't know. It went everywhere with me, so it would be a matter of just remembering what the hell I did that long ago.
Do you remember?
But I was like so proud to take it everywhere. I think it all kind of blended together because I was just so proud to have it.
That you had a coach?
Yeah.
You had a big girl coach?
And it was a big bag and it was a trendy bag. Like it was a popular style. And
If we were still back then,
stoked.
if we were back in the day, I'd be like, the joke I'd make is like, oh, that's like finding 10 Things I Hate About You on VHS still in stock at Blockbuster.
Oh my
God. Was that one of your favorites?
Such a favorite.
Right? You still remember any parts of that movie? Because I don't.
Oh my God, of 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes.
I remember that whole movie. I love it. That's one of my top 5 favorite movies, actually.
I can see you doing that, walking in with a coach, by the way.
But I love my Prada backpack.
Into a Claire's. Claire's is still around.
That's because you don't have a Prada backpack.
I don't have a Prada backpack. Yeah. But you remember Claire's, right? They're still around.
They are.
But remember when they were hot?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was like the place to get your ears pierced at the mall. Was Claire's. Now it's like that cheap shit on your way out of Walmart to like impulse you to go and buy more as you're walking out of Walmart. Which is actually a really smart place to be because walking into Walmart is a giant impulse.
I saw Claire's. I think Claire's now is in Walgreens. I saw a Claire's in Walgreens, you guys, and I was like, what happened? Oh no. Claire's, you were so big. It was such a big deal back in the day to actually go into the mall. You know what else was like in the mall that went out? They used to just sell portrait pictures, like it was just a photo studio. And you would go, do you remember this? You would go in and you would take a picture, braces and everything.
And shadow you.
And they would, yeah. And that was the thing. You remember that? That's not a thing anymore. But obviously you're like, hello, I have your whole studio in my phone. You know, I was talking about that. I was like, if we
now Claire's is overpriced.
Claire's overpriced, really?
How funny!
I'm curious. I'm gonna have to check because I just walked right by it. I was like, they're not in a mall, and I'm old, so I'm not paying attention.
I'm not like 13 anymore and needing to shoplift. Like I'm not gonna go in there.
If we went back in the day,
because everybody shoplifted Claire's.
Oh well, yeah. Isn't Claire's the how you start shoplifting?
It's the beginning step.
Isn't that how? No, seriously. I had two sisters. I'm telling you right now, you guys, they shoplift they shit out of Claire's. Okay, it was so easy.
Right.
It was just that I didn't do any of that, obviously, when anyone was looking, and I still had deniability. So I was talking about Maxie the other day. It's like if we could take any of these bags back here, and we took them and we took them back into the 90s. So that's what we're talking about. You want to know which one none of us at all, none of us, and I mean none of us would carry a crossbody because everything, like think about what your phone has.
Oh,
your phone has your calendar. Your phone's got your camera. Your phone's got everything in there.
Mirror.
You got a map. Yeah, you got a mirror. You know, you got all that. Your phone's got everything.
Right.
You'd have to carry a tote.
Yeah.
To keep everything that you need, which makes me think that's what helped Michael Kors take off before they fell. We have to go back to talk about Michael Kors eventually.
Yeah.
So, but because remember, we scrapped that episode because of the quality. So we have to go back and talk. But I think that's what helped Michael Kors take off.
Right.
Back then, we needed a big ass tote.
Right. And then they just kind of kept making those. And it was like, no. So now everybody doesn't need that big of a bag. So let's try and tone it down a little bit, you guys. And they didn't. They just kept making big, giant.
The other thing about MK2 is that they had that cool little. We have one here. Where's one of our MKs? Oh, I need to keep talking to the mic. Sorry about that. I'm looking behind me for an MK. Okay, so here's an MK. If you guys don't know about Michael Kors, we're doing another podcast on it. We have to revisit this topic. MKs have fallen both culturally and in their numbers. So if you go research Michael Kors and their sales, they're not doing so good. Yikes. And if you talk to other sellers here and you talk to anybody that trying to sell Michael Kors, there's like very limited amount of Michael Kors that sell nowadays. They're kind of not doing so well. But and mostly because their quality sucks now. Am I right, you guys? But listen, this is it. See this right here? This is what made Michael Kors.
Changer.
That was it. We were talking about Claire's. We accessorize. Yeah. We accessorize back in the day. And
Michael Kors looked
Michael Kors
I got you.
Boom.
I got you.
It's already in the bag.
We can accessorize.
It's already on there. So that's what it used to be, but that's not the case anymore, is it now? So, I mean, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Tamagotchis.
I still got to order mine.
Did anybody have a Tamagotchi growing up?
I got to get another one. I loved my Tamagotchi.
Hold on, we gotta talk to the 20-year-old in the audience. If there's a 20-year-old in here, a Tamagotchi with this little, it was this little pet that didn't really do anything. It just like it was like 4 pixels, and you had to take care of it or it died. And taking care of it isn't like what you got now. If you just push the button on this thing and it would do at you every once in a while, letting you know that you're a bad mom and you let it die. So that's a Tamagotchi. Welcome to the Old People Podcast. Hi.
I gotta get one now.
Right? I'm going. I'm taking my Tamagotchi.
And I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And my jelly sandals and I'm leaving.
Stop. I just see Lisa Frank flying out of your backpack as you storm away.
Right? My blisters from my jelly sandals. Me and my blisters are leaving.
Oh, no. How's our giveaway? Hey, 3 minutes, you guys. 3 minutes. Oh.
Living proof that thing is rigged as a mom of 3 kids. Kids are alive and well. That didn't teach me anything.
What if who said that? Okay, what if we can't say names here on while we're doing a podcast live. If we're doing a normal show, I can say names, but for those who are live, you can see who said that.
The day the battery died is the day Tommy
died. Could you imagine? Max is gonna die. Max is dying. Could you imagine if that was like their prerequisites? Like, I'm sorry, you can't have any children. Your Tamagotchi died. Okay, then no one's having kids.
My fell in the toilet.
Tamagotchi. In fact, that's what, you know what? That would be the worst thing you can name a dog. I'm going to name my dog Tamagotchi. Oh my God, when's it dying? It's going to die. Why would you name your dog Tamagotchi? What's wrong with you?
Being Dr. Phil and taking an egg home.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Did you guys have the bag of flour you had to take home as a baby from home ec or whatever?
No.
That you drew a face on it and you had to take care of the bag of flour for
what?
Yeah, that was part of like the home ec. Or some people did a water balloon. You had to take care of a water balloon.
What? I need to update my MySpace.
Yes.
Say this again.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So you're telling me they gave you a bag?
Yeah. Of like flour.
A flour.
Or like they gave you like an option. Like they gave you, well, they had the actual dolls too you could take care of. But
from
like,
home ec?
Yeah, it was one of those classes. I don't know.
I would fail. What happened to your baby? I made cake.
I'm hungry.
I ate my baby. I'm sorry. It's home ec, right? I mean, you gave me flour, so I baked it.
I did. Okay.
What's wrong with people?
Okay. Yeah,
we're messed up back in the day, weren't we?
Yeah. I grew up in Utah where you need to know how to take care of 7 children at one time. So it was absolutely a thing here in Utah.
It absolutely was.
Taking something home. No, they gave you like an option. Like you could do like this water balloon, or you could do the flower, or there was a couple of other like options that were like only in Utah. Right? That's the only place you need to know how to take care of that many children.
That's true.
And start them young. Like you need to know how to take care of children very young here too. So, oh yeah.
This whole time you were talking, I started getting hungry.
Right? So you ate your home ec?
I ate my home ec. Baby. This is how we get canceled right here. This is it. Well, it was a good run, you guys.
It's a good run.
So we started talking about eating babies, flower
all
babies.
4 episodes.
And then GG's. That was it. That's how we get canceled. No, you know,
nope, we have 1 supporter left. Good.
No, do you remember Pizza Hut? Do you remember Pizza Hut had this thing called Book It? Okay, hold on. We got to explain to the young ones. Okay, 20-year-olds.
A flower baby, a twin egg baby, and a cookie.
20-year-olds. Book It was this thing where you would read a book.
You say that word, and I want Pizza Hut.
And what would happen is Pizza Hut would go in. You would walk into a little room, and someone would test you for it. And what happened most of the time is you just read the back of the book, and then you tried to answer questions to get your free pizza. Some people actually read it. Nerd. So, but for the most part, most kids just read the back of the book, hoping to get some free pizzas, a little personal pizza. You used to walk into this place called Pizza Hut, which I know you know what Pizza Hut is. No. Pizza Hut is this thing that has a red roof on top of it with these red plastic cups and tiny little things that look like tables in the middle of your pizza. That's Pizza Hut. Okay, young 20-year-olds do now. What? Oh, wait, hold on. Pause. We're about to give away something to somebody here.
Oh, who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? For all those at home right now, we do these shows live. Beyond the Bag. Hey,
Style Posh Kendra.
Style Posh Kendra. It is my personal.
Congrats! Yay, you're in here.
You right, gal? Hey, listen, it's my pleasure to send you this. There are no catches.
Yes. Don't.
I've been talking about. Do not buy anything. I'm telling you now.
Right.
Do not buy a purse from this wall, Posh. You hear me?
Oh shit! I put that on.
You leave that wall alone.
Just
All
be
right.
here. Have a
Just
good
be
time.
here and have a good time. I'll tell Max the other day, listen, hey guys, we're going to give away another one. Let's do another one for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Because when we get to the money one, it's going to be a hot topic.
Yeah.
I told Max that we're going to do giveaways here on Posh. We're going to do it right. No more guilting people into buying something. No more.
Oh, I almost auctioned the podcast. Hold on. Y'all
Okay.
can't have the podcast.
You almost auctioned our podcast?
Okay, 30 minutes.
No
30
more. What's the other one they do? They send you the wrong ones. They guilt you into buying another one.
Give
They
you
switch you.
like a code word that you have to do, like a code word.
Because they want people who are in the show that were in their show. And listen,
So silly.
if you know anything about Kids with Mags and kidswithmags.com, we're here for one reason, and you can ask our tribe members that are in here, and that is to send good vibes out into the universe. That's it. I always say all the time, we are a purse company, but really the way I like to describe us is more of a customer service and like empowerment type of group, a good vibes group.
Right?
And we happen to sell purses, but don't you dare buy a purse. I'm telling you, whoever just won that giveaway, you stop right now. Don't buy it. I'm not going to let you. I will cancel that order. Test me. I will cancel it. I'm serious.
We go back to the whole situation of canceling giveaways anyway.
Like they canceled.
We're like, no. Somebody got caught for doing the passwords and they can't anymore.
Right.
Thank God.
Good.
Get it, Posh. Get it.
Good.
Please
Posh
do.
is actually doing something about that, That's a big deal for me.
Crazy.
Another one's up again. We're just gonna keep giving these away until we run out, okay, you guys? And we got a lot. We bought the whole box out. Show them the box. Oh, we got a lot. We spent some money on this. Okay. Because why not? But anyways, let me. Side note: I told this joke the other day, and it was only a half joke. MySpace,
Yeah.
top 10.
Yeah.
I made 5 fake profiles, all me, because I am my own top 10.
Oh God.
Look at the smile too. There's a lot of ego in there.
Yeah.
That was corny. Don't ever do that again. I'm just gonna back out of this frame.
Would I ever do that again?
It's backed out of frame after that. Oh my God! Bye. No. Now I'm getting violent. Okay, listen, you guys. Do you remember watch me change the subject so smoothly? Man, that was bad. I missed my foot. Had bad aim.
Bad.
Speaking of aim, do you guys remember AOL Instant Messenger?
Oy vey.
Do you remember that?
How do I work out with them?
Done with the face stroking.
I pretend I'm in a boy band and I can just...
They do that to you. Boy bands, they go like this. And they do that, and then they do that to the they do just
There's a lot of swiping.
A lot of swiping back. Boy bands are part of nostalgia, so we're not off our topic here,
True, actually.
So, but you remember AOL?
That's
Instant Messenger? Did you ever participate in AOL Instant Messengers?
Absolutely. Swiper no swiping. Yes, I absolutely did. But everyone that I met was not here in Utah, so finding out their location was only a disappointment. He was like, "Cool, you're not here."
ASL?
Awesome. Yeah. ASL.
So what did you put in? How old were you? I know you ain't putting 18 on A.
No.
I was 15, 14.
Probably about the same.
Right?
Yeah.
14, 15, /M, / for me, be Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
So you were what? /
Hooper.
Wait, what you call me?
For Utah.
Wait, Hooper, Utah. There's a real place called Hooper, Utah? Really?
My daughter's like, what? Yeah.
Fun fact, I met
West Haven. We could call it West Haven.
West Haven?
Yeah.
Okay. I met one of my young teenage loves on AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh, I met lots of loves, but I never met them.
You never met them?
But I have a great...
Luckily, she was only in Westminster, California, so she wasn't that far.
Lucky.
So I was able to drive down there. So I must have been 15, because I was able to drive at 15.
Why?
Driver's permit.
Oh.
Yeah, your parents sign off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had to have your parents drive with you. You just had a permit.
Oh, you were supposed to.
Oh.
It never happened.
Okay, Valerie. We're in Utah right now, currently.
Yeah, we are currently in Utah. Yes.
Southern Utah at the moment.
Well, I'm supposed to pay attention to chat, aren't I? Yeah. I'm so glad you're here for that, because I'm definitely not paying attention to chat. I'm just in the conversation.
Right.
So, but yeah, that was the thing. I met someone on AOL Instant Messenger. Did you ever use it? Who else used it? Ole, did you ever use AOL Instant Messenger? Is anybody else? We got to do the 20. You want to explain to the 20-year-olds?
What?
Okay, I'll do this one, but you got to do the next one. Okay, 20-year-olds. AOL Instant Messenger. It was, first of all, our monitors were this big.
AIM.
Okay. AOL Instant Messenger. AIM. Okay.
AIM.
And you'd have to save us these scenes internet wasn't just free all the time, 20-year-olds. You'd have to collect these CDs. And on these CDs are minutes from America Online. And you would take these CDs and these minutes, and then you would be able to talk on AOL Instant Messenger, which is just a very archaic messaging system. There wasn't really emojis. So if you wanted to smile, you'd have to do the equal sign with the little parenthesis, or you put the little colon in the parenthesis. There wasn't emojis like there are now today, okay? Like we actually had to like turn our head sideways and be like, oh, okay, they're smiling at me. I got it. I'm with you. I know what you're talking about now. So, and back in the day, you didn't have pictures on here. So you would have to be really smart. You'd be like X Princess 3X X315. That's my name.
So true.
Cutie Pie, QT. Oh, I'm so smart. I put Q and T instead of actually typing it. Q and T. I'm so smart. Cutie X 25, 32. And that's what you would do. And that would be because you didn't have pictures, remember?
Mhm.
So because we didn't have pictures, 20-year-olds, looking at you, 20-year-olds, just pretend an old man looking at you right in the eye. Okay? Looking at you, 20-year-olds. We would have to type in the chat
Oh
ASL.
my God, Homer.
And then everyone in the chat would respond back with their age, their sex, and the location is, which isn't very smart to do, by the way, to give your location away. We weren't smart back then like that. Okay? So that's what we'd have to do. And then you'd have to type it in. Okay, the 20-year-olds are updated. Here's another thing too. I had to update a 10-year-old. She knows now, my daughter. I had something called back in the day called a phone book. And what?
The
And remember
yellow
all
pages.
the yellow pages. And remember back in the day, we used to have like, nowadays there's all sorts of private. We worry about Alexa listening to us, okay? But back, and we're like, oh man, that's a lot of privacy information. But we had something called the yellow pages that had our name, our address.
That's the white pages.
Oh, the white pages, excuse me. The white pages, our name, our address, and our phone number.
Was creepy.
Our phone number.
Right.
And our address was on there. And you can just look up people. You just.
Can you remember how it smells?
I can't remember how it smells.
Oh, I can remember how it smells.
I can absolutely remember how it smells.
Yep.
So, oh, it still exists? Oh, it's scary. That's scary because it would just be everywhere.
How legitimate is it though?
What do you mean?
Like, how accurate is it?
Every time I go look somebody up now, they want to charge me $5 to do a search.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, I'm not worth it. I don't really need to talk to my one person I talked to in high school anymore.
Really?
Good.
I wonder how they get the information and like what kind of census they use and stuff like that to be able to produce those books. And how useful are they, honestly?
Right.
But it's like, I don't know. That seems crazy. I remember how they smell though.
You do?
Yeah.
You still remember?
Yeah.
I remember the desk. I know how my desk spells as weird as that sounds.
Oh, your old school desk?
Old school desk.
Oh my God.
Backcracker.
That's what I was just going to say. I could use one of those so bad. I've legitimately been looking for one for Twy, half selfishly so that I could pop my back on it.
For everyone out there that's a little older, the half of the fun of having a kid is that they're an excuse to do all the stuff and not look crazy.
So true.
You're like, wow, you dressed as a Disney princess today going to the store. It's like, yeah, I got a daughter. She's 32, but shut up. Let me dress. Let me live my life. Okay? Leave me alone, random Karen I'm making up.
Fife's over there laughing.
Did you have a pager? Anyone here have a pager?
Oh my God, let me tell you my pager story. So I desperately wanted a pager. Everybody had a pager. I did not have one.
Eileen had a pager. I'm about to page you right now, Eileen.
I wanted one desperately and could not get the approval from the parental to get it. And finally, when I finally got the approval to get one, like I got the okay, you can finally have a pager. They were like irrelevant. Like we had moved on to like cell phone. Like we had moved on to like the next stage of technology. So I had one like right at the tail end of pagers, but I never got to use. I think I had like 1 month of service on it.
Sucks.
I know. I was so heartbroken because I wanted to have a pager so bad. I even remember the one I got. It was like it was actually like this like teal color, but it was the see-through plastic. You know how they did?
Yeah, no. That's for something to be cool and then have it like by the time you get to it not be cool.
Not cool anymore.
Like the guy who's dating Britney Spears. I called you out. It's not cool anymore. Hold on, daughter talking to us.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, but they're not a thing anymore.
No.
So Eileen had one.
No, they were super cool, and I remember when I got it, and I wore it, and I had it, and I got like the look of like what are you
either
doing? And I'm like, let me have my moment, please.
Yeah, my problem was my parents used to tell me that you're either a drug dealer or a hooker if you had a pager. And I was like, what if I'm a drug dealing hooker, Mom? Like, leave me alone. Let me have my pager.
Let me live my life.
Yeah, let me live my life, okay? In my Disney princess dress. Leave me alone.
Drug.
It's definitely drugs.
Wow.
I'm definitely selling drugs.
Well, hooking.
Well, yeah, but no, that's the thing, right? Like, and I think there was some validity to that. But actually, what I used it for was paging all the girls. That's it. 143.
Yeah.
That means I love you.
See, I
You didn't know that? You don't know?
No, because I got it so late that I never had to like learn it and or retain it because I got it late. You know, I could argue with your parents that doctors also were pagers.
Oh, I wish that's true, but they weren't worried about it. I think they just didn't want me to have any kind
I
of
know.
fun stuff like that.
I'm sure.
know?
Maybe that was part of why I wasn't able to have one because of the social the social representation of them. That if you have one, you're up to no good, basically. So
I don't know. It was really fun growing up. I'm a parent now. All the stuff that parents would tell me, like that, like you can have a pager because I want you to be a high quality person. I don't want you to have something that might make you look like low quality. This is a real thing. Also, my parents took me to Payless shoe store to buy shit ass quality shoes that will fall apart the second it rained. Also, parents, that make no sense. By the way, I miss Payless. I'm not talking shit. I miss Payless. Bring back Payless. I'm just saying.
Why? If you can wear shoes for 5 minutes at a time.
No, maybe I can go sell my Michael Kors and Payless and someone would actually buy it.
Oh my God.
Right? That is a burn. Michael Kors, get your shit together. Make it to where I can sell more than just the mini bags that you make. All right?
For real.
Because nobody wants the Michael Kors now.
Not anymore.
I'll sell them in Payless.
I know.
Good till it rains.
True.
Man, I thought it was so cool. Okay, listen. They had something called Pro Wings or Pro Flyers. Pro Wings. I'm pretty sure they're called Pro Wings. I remember my old brain's kicking in. Pro Wings. Do you remember those? There was a Payless thing. I asked my mom for Jordans. I said, Jordans are coming out. I was like, Mom, can I have some Jordans, please? He would give me the cheapest Jordans he can find, which back then still wasn't cheap.
Right.
They came like, okay, we got you your shoes. I go, oh my God, it's going to be Jordans. I open them, it's fucking Pro Wings. That's just fucking Payless. Why do you do this to me? I'm a straight A student, Mom. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be the lawyer like you tell me to do. You buy me some Jordans. No. And then you go get socks too from over there as well. The socks were worth its value. The socks were banging. Payless. Yeah.
The socks were bangers.
So, but yeah, that's the whole. Wait, I love Payless. Thank you, Eileen. I love Payless too. I wish I had Payless now, but I'm just saying the quality was a little sus. A little sus. That's all I'm saying, right? That's probably why Why do you think they went out of business? Did we ever find out?
Probably that.
Google search.
Our generation grew up and was like,
Our generation group was like, no.
No.
You know, for everybody out there, they had the best shoes for me. Yeah, and they were well priced, you know? I didn't want shoes. Listen, I'm not talking about, it's just when you're looking at Jordans and then you get that, you kind of get a little heartbroken. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, really?
Apparently I'm into the smells. Do you remember how it smelled? The store?
No.
Really?
No, I can't. I'm trying to picture.
Oh my God. That was one that when you went into the mall, you walked into the mall, you could smell the moment you walked into a Payless. It smells like cheap synthetic, like plasticky leather, like almost like a pleather and rubber for all the rubber soles.
Okay.
It smelled like.
I can't. It's lost.
Really?
No, it's lost in the fog of disappointment.
That's salad.
I can't smell it. Maybe I suppressed it. Hunter
blocked it. I get it.
This podcast became a therapy session in it. But no, I honestly, I can't remember. Anything before we move on to the next topic? How much time? 60 minutes before we move on to the next topic. Anything you want to add on to the world of nostalgia? Anybody got something out there they remember from back being a kid? If we go further, we're going to go into the land of lawn darts. If we go even further, we're going to go into the land of roll-up windows, which some people still got.
Any catalog? Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh my God, Cabbage Patch Kids. Oh, they were gross.
Didn't want Tickle Me Elmo. I had a Tickle Me Elmo.
Okay, hang on.
I got a Tickle Me Elmo the year of the hype too, which was insane.
Time out.
Insane.
Mags, it's your turn. Go ahead and explain to the 20-year-olds, what is a Cabbage Patch Kid? Go ahead. I'm going to step back, Eva. I'm going to watch you do this.
Oh my God, they're like the best dolls ever.
You got to explain to a 20-year-old. They're pretty dumb. No offense.
So they are like a cloth body doll with this giant face that, very distinct look on their face. And then they had like yarn for hair and they're epic. They also had a smell.
You smell everything.
I do. The past had a lot of smells. What's probably explains all of the asbestos poisoning, all of the shit that's wrong with us, because everything had like a really distinct smell to it.
Do you remember in that same topic, kind of? Wait, I was at Toys R Us and got into a fight. It was laughable over
You were part of that?
Oh, you got into the Tickle Me Elmo UFC fights.
Those were epic. Those were epic. I got one that year somehow. I don't know what my mom did. I don't know how she did it, but she got me one that year.
They were all the rage. They were just laughing.
Oh my God, they were
really
so hysterical. I kind of want one again. Like,
really?
Yeah, I loved mine. And he like shook and he like, oh my God, I loved my Tickle Me Elmo.
So you're no longer a kid, duh. Here we are as parents.
Debatable, but okay.
I mean, would you fight another mom for something that crazy?
I don't know. I don't know if I would.
Because that's what was happening.
Okay, cancel me. I think people are smarter and more resourceful now to be able to avoid that type of like barbaric.
Are you saying Facebook Marketplace didn't exist?
Yeah, that's like there. I don't think I would fight. I'd get my daughter one. And wait, would you? I loved Kmart. I loved Kmart too.
Kmart. Oh my God, that's a good one. Sorry.
Yeah. Somebody else had mentioned that before.
Kmart.
But I don't know. I just think I would be more resourceful. I'd love to think that I would get into a brawl over something that this kiddo wanted.
You'll do something crazy for you. And when it's your kids involved, you do something crazy. But then when you come down and you're like, I'm so sorry, you're a mom, I'm a mom.
I really didn't mean to punch you in the face.
I didn't mean to do that. The slashing the tires and following you home was weird, but
went a little far.
A little far.
I get it.
You come down from it. I want to talk.
Use the mail that's coming. Like it kind of just went too far.
Okay, Kmart. Here we go, 20-year-olds. Kmart. Kmart was this supermarket. This is like this supermarket. It was like
Kmart.
like a huge retail brand, and the floors were always clean because there'd be these crying kids everywhere, and the parents would be dragging the kids all around the floors. That's how they keep it clean, by the way.
So true.
And anyways, they used to have something called remember the red light sales? Remember that?
Was it red light?
I don't remember.
Or blue light?
Blue light. No, some sort of light. It was a colorful light, you guys. And some guy would come on.
Blue light special or something.
Yeah. Some guy would come on announcement, and they'd be like, we're having a sale right now in the chair department. And then speaking of fighting, people would fight their way to go get that one chair. So you could watch all your parents fight for a chair during that one time. It was really, really spectacular. They didn't make it for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Walmart came by.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, and they were another place that taught you how to shoplift.
Yes.
As well.
Well, we're now getting to the root of things. I think you're solely responsible for every company going out of business. That's what I'm coming to the conclusion of. I can bring up anything. Hey, how are you, Carolyn? How are you?
Welcome in.
Welcome in. This is our podcast called Beyond the Bag. We record these live on Poshmark, and it is available to listen to on every major platform.
Yes, you do. You see what had happened was?
What had happened was...
They were so bad. Well, they either employed like a 13-year-old or like a 97-year-old to run the security at the door, or a kid that was like always high and wanting to be on his lunch break at all times. Those were like your three options for security.
Right.
At Kmart.
Right. There was always at our Kmart in Southern California, there was always a crying kid somewhere.
Yeah.
That's where I knew the toy section was. I locate who's crying because mom wasn't going to get him that brand new Ninja Turtle, which Ninja Turtles were hot back in the day. They're everywhere. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. You're like, I didn't go to school, so I'm watching Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't go to school, it's either that or Price is Right.
Oh, yeah.
Which the real Price is Right. Oh, kid, it's not Drew Carey. Bob Barker. Right? Okay?
Spay and neuter your pets.
You spay and neuter your pets because it's Bob Barker. Yeah. All right? So, but that's how I knew where the toy section was. That's only a half joke.
That's true. No, it is. It's super true.
So people, that's how I located my toys. I'm like, it's over there. I can hear the cry. And then I can hear a Spanish parent yelling I heard the word pinche a bunch of times. We're going that way. That's where the Ninja Turtles are and the Legos. So anyways, anything else we want to bring up? Dunkaroos were a thing.
Dunkaroos.
Yeah.
Right.
What about purses? Were there any purses that you remember your mom having?
I wish I could say that, but no, my mom was not a purse person.
Because if you have one of those vintage coaches right now in good condition, you're banking.
Right.
And that's from the retro time. Because
Like, where's my
vintage coaches, you guys, are just everyone wants a vintage coach, both to even if it's not for resale, to rehab and have for themselves and go, look at this. I didn't waste money like you, bitch. Okay, I bought myself a vintage coach like this. Look at this. And by the way, they made them so good back then. This looks very inappropriate on camera. Okay, but I'm doing it anyways. Look at this. This is like the leather. Bring it up to the camera. Let me bring it up to the camera. Look at this leather. They made leather differently.
So good. There's just something about a vintage coach. I think that's the only one that we have. The only purse we have vintage.
Well, our vintage coaches don't last very long here
and the only reason we have her is because I haven't listed her.
Right. Oh, the zebra gum. Oh, the zebra gum.
Y'all, that lasted like 2.7 seconds and then you had to spit it out and get a new piece.
Oh my God. No gum
so
lasted.
Chalky too. So chalky.
Our gum research and technology department was lacking back in the day. Gum lasted for like a little bit and then you stuck it.
What was the other one we just had her try? Bubblicious?
Yeah.
That one with the tape, the bubble tape?
Yeah.
Where you can like end up chewing on like
you just kept going.
Way too much gum.
That's right. They gave it a dispenser. There was no they thought, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let kids choose.
I'm gonna decide.
Kids can decide how much gum that they can.
Cigarette gums, yes.
Do you know how crazy? Oh, cigarette gum. Oh my God, I thought I was so cool with one of those. Anyways, I just recently quit smoking, you guys. But on an unrelated topic, I just won the battle against smoking. Don't know where it came from, babe.
I know, right?
Don't know where it came from.
Can't imagine. I'm like 6 chewing on a cigarette.
Right.
Like,
thanks, Eileen. No, how long ago did we quit smoking?
Oh God, years. It's been forever.
It's been years now, you guys. We were
years.
At least 10 years. We stopped smoking when Twyla was born. Obviously, for obvious reasons, you know. But we smoked a pack a day and we smoked Camel Crushes. Remember?
For a while. And then American Spirits.
Then American Spirits because American Spirits in a way makes you quit because you can't suck it anyways.
Right.
You just sit there and you just
they're like the reverse gateway. So it's like this is what you smoke when you're trying to quit. Yeah. This is what you smoke when you're trying you don't so you're like, fuck, this is too much of a chore. It's very viscous and more over it.
You gotta have like crazy lungs to smoke American Spirits. So but yeah, we quit smoking. And that was just it wasn't I gotta say the hardest part, if you're out there quitting, we're gonna digress a little bit. If you're trying to quit smoking out there, I think the hardest part is the gesture of smoking and the social aspect. Like it's time for a smoke break. I'm gonna go have a smoke break now.
My hardest for me was driving.
You drive and you smoke.
Yeah.
It's just breaking those habits up there. You know what I'm saying?
So penny candy.
Okay, someone explain that to me like I'm a doe-eyed 20-year-old. What's penny candy?
Just when you go to whatever, like the liquor store, like you would say, or the gas station or whatever, and they had like the little like awful, terrible, cheap penny candy.
All right. We're giving away these, by the way, guys, for those who are in here that joined us recently for this podcast, because they're like, what do these guys talk about smoking for?
Ranchers, yeah.
This is what we're giving away in honor of today's podcast. If you're live here, there are retro mini brands. You're gonna find stuff like these cute little. Look at this. We opened one yesterday
for funsies.
You have to talk because I can't. I'm not next to the mic.
Little frosted flake box. They are like the cutest thing. Cutest aggression, as they say with these. There's the oil. We got a Better Homes and Garden magazine. Right here. The best one we got so far, though, y'all, is the blank VHS.
Blank VHS. Oh, bye-bye. The blank VHS.
It actually comes out of its little cartridge, its little case. Oh, my God.
Get out of here. Oh, man. Yeah.
That is my favorite one.
Can't lose that. I'm going to keep that one.
I know.
This is how people get into that little miniature.
I so get it. Well, I eventually want to make a jumping spider enclosure. And he's going to have all of these things. He's going to have his Better Homes and Gardens magazine on his little coffee table and have his little VHS on a shelf. And then with the box of Frosted Flakes, you know, for when he needs to drive his little Spidey car. He's got STP oil ready to go. So that's what I plan to use these cute little things for. But hella addicting.
Oh, yeah.
So addicting.
Oh, yeah. They're so addicting.
Dare I say, is hella retro
it's
now?
hella retro?
I feel like people don't say that anymore. I felt really old saying it right now. But I think it's because we're talking about all of this stuff. So.
Okay.
Psych. That's a good one.
Psych is a good. Bring psych back.
Bring psych back.
Bring psych back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just everyone but doctors can use psych.
Supreme.
Okay. If we bring it back, if you're a doctor, you're not allowed to use psych. You know what I mean? You're healthy. Just psych. You got cancer. Not cool, doctor. Not cool. You are not allowed to use psych.
Psych.
That's our word, not your words. You got a very serious profession. You cannot be using psych. Okay? There's a doctor out there that hates me now. It's like, come on.
It was a joke.
It was one joke.
Time.
One joke. And now that I'm being sued. Well,
Beavis and Butthead is retro, actually.
Beavis and Butthead. Yep. So, listen, we got to move on, you guys. Okay, listen, that was the fun.
We spend a lot of time in this.
That was the fun topic. How much we got left? We got 4 minutes. We're gonna do another giveaway. Let's talk.
Allen leaders. Yeah.
We'll talk for 4 more minutes so we don't have a break.
Breakers, you mean?
Tooth breakers?
The Noun leaders?
Yes. Well, back in the day, Captain Crunch really hurt.
It did. It really did.
Captain Crunch tore up your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, is my milk pink from the crunch berries or from my bleeding gum?
No, that's your bleeding mouth. That's what that is. You didn't have to add.
It never goes away.
No. You used to. Now, speaking of doctors, that should be an actual thing you can diagnose someone. You have Captain Crunch mouth. Is that why everything hurts wrong? Yeah.
Captain Crunch.
That's why you're bleeding everywhere. You had Captain Crunch growing up. And remember, I was telling my daughter this whole concept right here, because we talk about Labubus. Y'all know about Labubus, right? If you don't know what you're going to get, it's a surprise. And the whole concept, so the whole business model is not, this business model right here, this ain't new, you guys. Back in the day, we had something called mystery bags or grab bags, depending on what side of the continent you were on, or continent and the United States. Mm-hmm. And all it was just a brown bag you can get. The way ours came, at least, it was used to be able to get in liquor stores and whatnot. But our ice cream truck man had it too.
That's cool.
So
smart.
Yeah, and by the way, you don't see a lot of ice cream trucks anymore. I don't have to explain that to a 20-year-old. It's literally a truck with ice cream in it, and kids will run up to it and try not to get run over.
Right.
And ever since,
and they play the worst, nursery rhyme.
Play the worst
music on a megaphone.
Yeah. And there's, these grown-ass adults would drive around with the truck. Back in the day, we didn't believe pedophiles existed, apparently. Right. So, but anyways, our kids would just run up to it and then buy ice cream from this random stranger on the truck. That's what we used to do. But they also used to have these brown bags that had, you don't know what it was, called mystery bags. And they just had toys they bought for 10 cents, 15 cents. And they threw a bunch of them in there and you'd buy the bag for $1.25. Mm-hmm. So it's not a new concept. The whole concept was something that's getting something that was, this.
That's when it was hardcore.
That's when it was hardcore. Oh, that is so true. We grew up a little bit different.
We did. Our generation was built diff for sure.
Do you ever, because we got to talk for how much more before our next giveaway? 1 minute, 50 seconds. Do you ever think about
70s and 80s milk carton kids for sure?
Back at milk carton.
Scary.
Oh, man.
Have you seen me?
You guys, if there's anything on a milk carton nowadays, it would be my cell phone. Because I lose that thing every 10 seconds. Have you seen me anywhere? I can't keep track of my damn phone. It's terrible. Ski business on that.
Tab.
Yes.
The pickle. Oh, yes. The pickle in the white paper bag that disintegrated after a while. Oh my God.
We talk about food?
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm trying to think about none of that food was good for us.
Oh, it's so bad.
Listen,
it's so bad.
My tangent for the next 1 minute and 9 seconds. We talk about we grew up in a different generation, right? Mm-hmm. I was having this conversation with Max the other day. I was like, man, Max is I was like, man, we're lucky that Twilight gets to grow up like this. Our kids get to grow up in this. And she's like, are they? Because they're kind of pussies now. And I go, yeah, but could you imagine taking a kid and having them go through half of the stuff that we went through? I mean, it freaks me out a little bit of what could happen. I'm not a helicopter parent. I want to point that out. I let my kid do what she's going to do. But some of the stuff we did was crazy.
It was crazy.
We grew up in a different generation where, like I said, there was only a half joke when I said it's pedophiles didn't exist. We used to let our kids just go play until the streetlights came on to get your ass back home. They had to put a thing on TV that said, hey, do you know where your kids are right now? Right. On TV, do you know where your kids are right now? They could be with the killer clown or a pedophile killer clown. You don't know where they're at? Go get your kids home.
Right.
They used to put it. It's dark. They used to put it on TVs during commercial. 20-year-olds. Commercials you couldn't skip commercials back in the day.
My God.
There was no skip ad button.
Commercials were bathroom break.
They were bathroom breaks. You would run to the bathroom.
Oh, 8, 7.
So, let's do this real quick.
I hate commercials that kids give.
4, 3, 2. Let's find out who's going to win this.
Who's it gonna be?
Oh, a little spinning animation.
I know, right? Sebastian.
Sebastian, 704, congratulations.
Congrats.
We're sending you a little piece of nostalgia in honor of today's episode. And remember, you guys, for now, I'm talking to the people on Poshmark. You can find us. Our podcast is called Beyond the Bag.
You're in here, Sebastian. Yay.
Congratulations, Sebastian. It's called Beyond the Bag, and you can listen to it on any kind of station right now. Open it up. Amazon Music, we on there. YouTube, we on there.
Podcast and album, you guys.
Yeah, oh yeah, we have an album too, out of all things.
Yeah.
And Spotify, you can listen to us on Spotify. Hey, listen, you do not have to, Sebastian, this is very important.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this after every single one.
Yeah, Beyond the Bag.
You do not have to buy anything, Sebastian.
Yeah.
We're sending this to you. That's it. End of story.
YouTube. We just have, what is our YouTube? Just Kismet Mag?
Kismet Mags.
We don't update that one as much as we do everything else, but we've got everything else.
Right. Let's run another one.
All right.
We're running another one. Now put it up for another 30 minutes. Let's go.
Okay.
We're here for it. We'll do a couple more. We might even do an extra one at the end. Just keep giving people a chance to win. What I was going to say there was like, that's something that we're trying to change here. We're trying to send out more about good vibes here.
All right. Good night.
Good night. We'd like to say that we're a customer service company that happens to sell purses. So we're all about good vibes here. We're not trying to guilt you into buying something if you win, okay? That's very important.
Hi, Babbling Brook. I think I know who you are. Hello, hello.
I moved right quick. Okay. I don't know who that is, but that's all right. So we're going to move on. Before we get too stuck, hey, next topic, you guys.
Cute name, by the way.
Are you ready for the next topic?
Yes.
This one's going to get hot.
Okay.
It's going to get hot, okay? 20-year-olds, you can join in on this now, okay? This is, you can get in on this. We're going to talk about love and money, okay? So, do you think if you're in a relationship that you should share a bank account? Let's go. Max, you go first.
Okay. So, I think, I don't know. I'm so torn on this now because you have brought up your points and stuff like that, and I can see that. I personally, I've always been someone that just shares everything. Like, I don't need to have my own individual or my own space but we're weird, you and I.
Yeah.
So I have I guess kind of a jaded view on it of well, what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. So what difference does it make? But I know that there's a lot of people that prefer separate. And I can kind of understand where they're coming from when you talk about your experiences of what if you want to surprise them, or what if you want to if
or
you're sharing
her. How am I supposed to cheat on her?
Right? But if you legitimately are trying to do something like that, it's harder. But I'm for me, I'm just I don't know, I'm with you. I don't need to have a separate income or anything like that. So
the thing about it is what if there was, okay, hold on.
Okay.
So our chat's saying one person has a separate account, but also joint ones for bills. Okay. And I think that's a pretty decent compromise.
I think that's a good
and
balance.
A healthy compromise.
That's what I think too. So it's not no, you have yours, I have mine. We'll come together on the 26th of each month and we'll both put in on for our bills or whatever it may And then I think that that's a healthy, a healthy balance, is so that you each have your own accounts to be able to do whatever you want with, and then you have your joint account that pays for your joint living and everything.
Are you ready? I argue both sides very easily. Okay. I have the screen here that makes me look really smart, and we're going to go to that in a second. But first, let me tune into this. I'm going to argue both sides very easily, because this is very much bordering along the lines of prenup or no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're wait, no, that's different. Is it though? Hold on.
Right.
Because it's an all-in account. It's an all-in thing. When you say to someone, I want to share a bank account with you, there are no secrets. You full on trust that motherfucker like crazy.
Right.
You say, I'm going to share. That's 110 blind trust into that person. And one can say that's very romantic. Mm-hmm. One can say that, wow, man, you're you guys are fully 100% quadrillion committed to this, where you guys are willing to do that's a big move, bank accounts.
Right.
You're going to have one bank account? That's crazy. In my opinion, that's kind of insane. You're insane. Like, you're all in for sure. So one can see it's very romantic, but I can also argue, ready my counter argument, you stupid. Are you dumb?
Right.
You got to have some sort of independence for yourself. You got to have something that's still you.
That was going to be my next point was, but you can't give up everything to that person. You have to have something that is your own. And that's just on an independence level and the of empowerment and having something that is your own. So
I saw that credit card comment, by the way. I'm actually doing my job. I'm watching the screen.
So
let's see. Chat says what now? Hold on. It says, I give better money every month to cover half of mortgage or car insurance for my Challenger and the other half of the bills and the rest of the time. So buy your own shit. But yeah, guys. So it's so this is never going to end. This argument is never going to end because, like I said, you can go either way. And I think it really depends on the dynamic of the relationship. I think it can work. I think that if you have completely separate accounts, it could still work. Perhaps you're two very fast going business people or entrepreneurs or something. It could still work. But it could also still work if you both go in together and say, screw it. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. Bottom line.
Right.
I think both can work depending on the type of relationship you have.
Right.
Because I'll tell you guys something right now. Before I met this woman, I'm a very independent male. Before I met this woman, if anyone said you're going to be sharing a bank account with another person, I said, you can go fuck yourself. Ain't no way. I earn that money. That's my money. No way. That's my life. Absolutely not. I'm going to do that because I don't know what they're going to spend on my money. Number one. Number two, I don't know if I love anybody I don't know if I could love anybody or trust. That's the biggest thing, right? Trust anybody that much to have access to that and just be done. And then I met her and that went out the window fast. Now I trust her with everything because you ready for this argument too? I can argue myself like I'm in a room by myself. I can also, listen, let me get this straight. Other side from 20 something years ago. You saying you trust this woman with your kids. You trust this woman with your love and your heart. You trust this woman with everything. You say you trust this woman, but you will not let her into your bank account. And now I'm like, shut up, other me. Let me just wear my princess dress. Get the fuck out of here, right? So
with my paycheck.
So my point is, you see how there's valid arguments to both sides, and really it's all about and I switched, by the way. I switched. So now for me, if she wanted to have separate one day, I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. If she wants to keep it together, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with whatever you want to do that makes you happy, that makes us good. Because I can work with either,
right?
Honestly, but at some point it would be silly because I'd be like, babe, can I borrow $5? You know, can I just borrow $5 for gas?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, it would feel silly as a conversation between us.
I think that I think I agree with the situational comment, and that goes to the dynamic that you were talking about. It's all situational, and it all depends on the dynamic of the relationship. If you guys work better having your separate accounts, and you have your spending money, and they have their spending money, and then y'all have, you come together and bills get paid, then there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. As long as the reason why I was, first of all, because we are so different, dynamic wise, relationship wise.
Let me so
guys, go to bed. It's okay. It'll be on Spotify. You'll listen to it later.
Go to bed. Go. Don't buy it first.
Right. But
we're the only ones out here with people that, by the way.
But I just don't. I can't wrap myself around having that separate good night, having that separate account from you, because it just like, I don't know, everything in our life is joint, everything goes together, so that just kind of falls into that category. But what I can say is, for those situations of wanting to surprise someone or having that independence and feeling independent, because like, I'm all in with you, I'm here for the long haul, babe. Like, I don't know, sorry to like,
I mean, I'm used to the
okay, but
I'm used to the face strokes now. Yeah.
But, like, maybe if there's ever, you know what I mean? Like, if this is like a casual thing and you haven't like fully committed or something like that, then it definitely makes more sense to have it separate.
I have a follow-up question to that.
But
when do we merge accounts if we are going to? But go ahead.
That again is going to depend on the dynamic of your relationship.
I want a rule of thumb. I want a challenge.
Oh, see, I don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
I live in the gray area, baby. So, but what I have seen and why I was so, like, in my opinion, adamant about like, no, why would you have a separate account, is the dynamic that a separate account can have on a relationship.
Right.
Where like, no, I had like y'all have been married for 5 years and you have separate bank accounts and then you come together. Hell, you've been married for 20 years and y'all come together and you're like, hey, phone bills due. Can I get that $20 from you? And
it feels very roommatey at that point. It feels very roommatey. What you just described right now, I imagined.
Yeah. And I know this specific situation happens to a very good friend of mine, and I don't understand it. I don't understand that dynamic in a relationship when you're,
But if it works for them,
but does it? Like, I don't know. Because there's other aspects of the relationship where they don't seem happy, and I'm like, is that translating at all?
So my argument to you is that if we combine everything and we lose our self-independence, that's when we start losing ourselves. That's when we go off on an island.
Yeah.
It's best to be, like you said the other day, 100 and 100. Now we make 200, baby. Let's go. Not you complete me with that 50-50 bullshit.
Yeah.
Because then I'm very dependent on you now.
Right.
And you're very dependent on me. So joining an account together is pretty much what that is. It's like 50-50. And having that independence and that feeling of self is very important on creating a good relationship, because I've never lost myself being with you. I've always just been Sai. You've always just been Mags. Okay. By the way, her real name is Victoria. If y'all don't know, she's always just been Victoria. So she's always been who she is. We've never been so intertwined to where we've lost ourselves. And when you put money in there, that's kind of what you're saying that we should be, where we're like, don't really be independent. What's that?
Funny, the song's on.
Oh yeah, having that separate account really helps define you as you. Like, this is my money. This is who I am. This is what I bring to the table. And it would really help create sort of self-worth in the relationship. So that's my argument to that. And remember, I can argue both ways. So that's just, just to be a little balanced in here. You know what I mean saying? So
that's what I mean. It depends on the dynamic of the relationship, because
hi Dylan, welcome.
Don't need that independence from you per se. So.
Oh, you're getting questions. So why Megs?
It's been a nickname that I've had forever.
It's her nickname.
And it just kind of like stuck and was easier for people to remember, because Victoria, you end up getting Veronica, you end up getting Vivian, you end up like, people have a hard time remembering which V name.
She hates it when I call her Magtonica.
Yeah.
It's just a trigger.
But Mags was just really easy for everybody to remember. And to be true, like, to be honest, the origin of it is so funny you just said that. My mom's name was Vicky, and
Soy, how are you?
My mom's name was Vicky, so nobody really called me that because it was my mom. But my mom had a pet magpie growing up, like an actual magpie growing up, and that translated into like a very soft spot for me, was magpies and the idea of mags, and so it just kind of stuck as like my nickname that almost everybody calls me. It's like, for any of my gamer friends, it was my gamer tag.
Right.
So all of my gaming friends know me as Mags, and so it just kind of became my alter ego.
Right. Anyone just joining us on Posh, this is our live recording for our podcast Beyond the Bag, which is out now. And we release episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure to check it out. That's what we're here. And we're giving away, because we were talking about
nostalgia.
We're giving away our retro brands today. So make sure you guys enter that giveaway here. And then for reverse, everyone listening on the podcast,
listen to the two.
You can always join in and come see our Posh live shows where we do this live. And we're all about spreading good vibes out here. We are not about trying to sell 1,000 bags tonight. That's not it.
No.
So we're kind of counterculture to what Posh is about. A lot of Posh is getting catty, a lot of guilt-driven sales, and nope, not here. No, ma'am.
Nope.
No, I don't know you.
I don't know
That's
you.
my good vibes.
You did.
Oh, Alicia.
So exciting. I love
so
that.
exciting. We have an album out to you guys. That's what Alicia is referring to. Our album is called Handle It. Again, you type in Kismet Mags onto there. And if you want some good vibes and a little bit, speaking of nostalgia, our album is also out on everywhere. It's out everywhere. It's even on Roblox. I'm not even joking about it. It's everywhere. So just type in the name, you'll get to it, So
yeah.
Now, what was I talking about?
We were talking about the joint bank accounts and you were arguing, and then
Well,
Max
let me use this screen. I got this screen to make me look really smart, and luckily people listening to the podcast can't see it, so they might actually believe that I'm smart here. Check it out. Most couples actually hold on to some independence. 62% of couples keep at least some money separate. 34% use both joint and individual accounts, and 27% keep finances entirely separate. Only 38% rely on joint accounts. So if you are of the 62%, that means that you are normal. Most people keep some money to themselves. Only 38% of people actually combine accounts. So we're part of the 38%.
That's interesting. And the more I was kind of astonished by the number at first, and then the more I think about it, I'm like, no, that actually tracks. That actually makes more. That's a very viable statistic.
I remember. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay, I'm going to test you. I'll test chat too. So I said 27%. So she keeps it completely separate. That's right, Zoe. Don't you touch my money. That's my money.
I agree with you, only.
If you need gas, you're going to ask me for gas money. I get that. You see, even when I said that, that also made sense to me. Because it's very independent. You should keep yourself like, yo, you don't.
I don't judge. I can understand.
I don't judge. I want to point out, no matter where you stand here, I don't judge you
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't judge you at all.
And that goes for like everything, you guys. We are like the most compatible people to be friends with. But like, whatever works for you. Like, I have very little one or the other that I stand strongly on. I know what works for us.
Right.
And I know what I'm comfortable with. And I know the detriment that I've seen it happen on my friend's relationship. So that's all I've got. Yes. That's all I've got.
So one could say, like I said, since this is, hold on. Let me get to my test first. Okay, ready? My test. Here we go.
Yeah.
We've been dating. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Rob have been dating.
It's Robbie.
It's Robbie. Okay. It's been a month. Should I join accounts?
Ew, no.
Okay. We've been dating for like 6 months and he's ready to put accounts together.
No.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Still too soon?
I think so.
Okay. 2 years we've been together. He wants to marry me and I might be pregnant.
It's probably time.
Should I join accounts or should I still have him ask me for gas money? What do you think?
Again, that's up to you.
Or maybe like I want to stop asking him for money. Like, hello?
Yeah.
I literally am carrying your kid. How about you not keep your money separate from me?
Yeah.
Just saying. So there's that too. So you think like maybe the circumstances, like a couple years since some circumstances?
I think there definitely needs to be time. There definitely needs to be time. I like what a lot of people have brought up here is that they have their own, they each have their own, and then they have one that they pay bills with. And I think that's the best compromise for.
That's a great compromise.
I think that's the winning. That's the winning.
34% of the 62% do that. Oh man, I look smart.
I think that's the winning combo because it gives you the best of all of the world.
Yeah, I can totally see that. But I got a lot of no's in chat. How about this? We've been together for 5 years. Do you think it's time now? Do you think it would be okay if we just started merging accounts? I'm still going to keep my separate, but he wants to merge accounts together. 5 years? Half a decade's a long time. Maybe it's time. Half a decade.
If that's what your relationship calls for, then yeah. And if it's not,
strong.
And if it's not what your relationship stands for, then love you, honey.
Alicia, you get some rest.
Mwah.
We love you. We love you. We love you. Don't worry. This will be on Spotify. You can listen to it later. So you don't got to stay in here. Don't stay up.
Right. But I think it's all I don't know. I'm not. This is one I'm gonna like step back and say,
Okay. Well, I got even more.
Make sure you have a payable on death on your account.
Right.
Okay.
Wait.
That's actually super valid.
Oh, make sure you have a payable on death on your account. That's actually valid. Yeah. That's actually really good advice.
Yeah. Considering what the banking situation we've heard about going on recently.
Right.
Always make sure you have that because it gets messy. So
you guys, let me go into more detail on our stats already. I'm going to look smart again. Among Gen Z couples.
Vals, my last name changed. Now it's time. I can agree with that.
Okay. I want to go back to that in a second here. So Gen Z couples, 88% keep at least some money separate. Gen Z. Versus 52% if you're a baby boomer. So 52%, if you're older, you kind of like, it's kind of, you do that.
Right.
You combine.
Well, there was generally a single income source for
Right.
those.
Like all old school white picket fence, like Papa go out there, make the money so Mama should have some access to it.
Yeah.
I mean, how's she going to buy diapers? You can't.
Right.
How's she going to buy groceries if she can't get into that money? You making all the money. See, and I think that makes sense to me
It
too.
makes sense that the more recent generations are doing it. Yes, that more recent generations are separating because more recent generations are more independent.
Right.
Like,
Right. There are a lot of things too that are going on here. Why are people keeping it separate? Well, one of the biggest things is fear of losing control. People are doing this, and people want to become more financially dependent. Specifically, women. Specifically women are becoming more and more financially independent. I mean, let's just a quick history level. Women aren't where they should be in the workplace. Let's agree there. Yes,
Right.
We can agree there. However, if we go all the way back in the day, take 30 years, 40 years from now, okay, women weren't making shit.
Right.
Women were, it's almost like not allowed to as well. So in comparison to that, so it's a whole nother world now where like they don't need to be jointed together in order to have a relationship. Now I want to add another asterisk to there too. Here's the biggest asterisk, Mags.
Okay.
Technology. It's not that hard to share money when we got Zelle, Venmo,
yeah.
Cash App.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a fucking deal. If you need that gas money I was talking about, let me just Venmo it to you. It's not a big deal. Boop, boop, boop.
I didn't think about that, but you're right. That makes a lot of sense, actually, that we can easily digitally transfer funds like no big deal.
Right. Right.
So that makes more sense. Where as opposed to it used to be, I got to go pull money out of my account and then deposit it into your account. And I don't want to do that.
Well, I'm going to make it hot in here. You ready to make it hot?
Okay.
For those who know me, as you guys know, I have a background, Tim, well, the quantum physics makes no sense here, but I do have a background on neuroscience, and that's what I was studying for. I love the brain. I love emotions. I love all that stuff when it comes to that. And a part of me was going to be, really continue on to that path. And then I decided to let all my parents down and I started to do comedy instead, right? What a great way to let your parents down. You're like, oh, a super smart doctor? No, I'm going to go tell jokes. Okay, cool. So that's what happened. But listen, now here's how I'm going to make it hot real quick. Science has a hard time lying to you, okay? In experimental studies, right? And this is pretty decently large. They found that couples who merge finances, ready to hate me? Half the chat's going to hate me right now. Couples who merge finances reported higher satisfaction in their relationships over 2 years. And thanks to improved financial harmony and shared goals, those relationships ended up lasting longer.
Interesting. So what I was talking about.
Not by a little bit, by a lot. We're not talking about those relationships that kept their merge accounts in some way. I'm not talking about full 100%. I'm not talking about like balls deep, you 100, like what we do.
Right. Not like crazy asses.
No, not like that's crazy asses. I'm talking about you merge something that those couples last a little bit longer than those who keep it separate. A lot longer. So we're talking about like half a decade longer than those who don't.
Well,
so maybe you're onto something. I'm trying to give you your argument some warrant. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe having the separate accounts makes us think differently. Makes us not commit to the person in front of us. Because it's like, I'm committed to me right now. And when you're committed to me and I'm not committed to us, that could create almost subliminal problems where the brain starts setting that. And I'll tell you this from my studies and for what I was studying, there's a lot of warrant to that argument. And because even NASA found out that what you keep in your mindset really decides your behavior. If you say, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, guess what? Son of a bitch, you have a tendency to last longer than the person who says they can't do it. The person says, I'm going to die. This is not going to work for me. They usually end up giving it up. So holding on to a mindset is so strong in more than just NASA. It's also in relationships. So when you have that separate bank account, it could inadvertently make you more selfish.
Yeah.
I mean, just to not talk any crazy psycho mumbo jumbo, it could just make you fucking selfish.
Right.
I'm all about me. I'm protecting me. Okay, then you go protect you over there by yourself. I can already see a sassy ex-girlfriend telling me that. Then you go protect yourself over there in that corner. Go be over there.
With your bank account.
Go hug your bank account a little harder. And that, I could argue against that. I'd be like, well, okay, then I will. I'm going to go buy myself something nice, because I keep my own money.
Yeah.
So, but those are some studies and some facts to put in there. So go ahead. Share some of that.
It does make it easier to break ties. So it's like, are you setting up for that? Like, are you always living in that like perpetual, will it be easier in the end? type mentality mindset. You should
Right.
keep it completely separate like that.
Right.
I feel like you kind of can, because that's what I like. My friends that I'm referencing to, they could be closer. Their relationship could be a little bit better, and I have a couple of couples that do this, and I can confidently say in both situations that I'd like to see them be closer with their partner. And both of these couples, they have completely separate bank accounts.
Like completely.
Yes.
Not even like up for bills.
I one of them, yes. The second one might. I don't know exactly, but in the one,
I got
they
a
have
counter to her, by the
completely
way.
separate.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I got a counter to you. I know couples myself where they keep it separate and they're going to be fine. In fact, celebrities are doing it all the time too. And then I also go, is that a celebrity thing? Because they both got their own brands. They're not just a celebrity, they're a person. For example, one of them right here, Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek and her other half keep things completely separate, and they've been together for a long ass time.
well, that makes sense on a celebrity level, in my opinion.
Even on a not celebrity level, I can absolutely see having a separate account, like being able to do it.
Right.
As long as you can get over the mindset of not just me.
Right.
If you're having that separate bank account to be selfish, then that's something. That's something to be worried about. But if you're having that separate bank account to be non-selfish, which is possible, by the way, for example, my scenario with you, if I were to ever have a separate bank account with you, it'd be something I hold to take us on a vacation together. It'd be something I hold to surprise you so you wouldn't know it's coming. It'd be something, does that make sense?
Right.
So like I can see having a separate bank account and still making it work as long as you're strong enough to realize that you're starting to, you're having it so you can have those moments. Now, obviously, there's a psychologist inside of me arguing, well, if you're that committed, just commit. Just commit to something to pay bills together, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little account you could throw $5 in. So
now I like the idea in having your own and then having a joint, having all three. Everybody wins across the board. Everybody wins. You got yours, I got mine, we got ours, and when ours needs some, I can put in. When ours needs some, you can put in.
I got some Reddit pulled up. You want to hear some Reddit?
Yeah.
We have a joint account for household expenses and separate accounts for ourselves because it worked for us. That's one of them. One of them also said, we both set up monthly transfers to a joint account, then keep spending freedom that way. It gave me spending autonomy without asking permission. And you see, that's such a big one too. It's like one of the things that I find is a big ick in relationships is when there's sort of like a mama papa dynamic going in. That's my ick. If it works for you, I ain't judging you, okay? But it feels really weird to watch a woman go up and go like, can I have some money from come on, big daddy? You know what I mean? Let me get some of that money, right? Can I please, papa? It gives me a little bit of an ick, because I was raised by really strong women, really strong, independent, sassy, kick you in your nuts women. So that I don't know how to work with those other women that are like that. And if that's you, that's cool, but that's not for me. And I don't know if you know, but Mags is not that type of woman. She's very independent and very strong and very opinionated. And I like that. I like someone to have a personality. I like someone to challenge me. I like that a lot. But that's one of my biggest icks. It's like, oh, daddy, can I have $5? It works the other way too. When you got a sugar mama, like, hey, girl, let me get I just want to get some more Taco Bell today. Can I please, context mama, can I please have some money? Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, my ick is like, girl, go make your own money. It's not that hard. Really?
Yeah.
You know how much self-respect you will earn by just making your own cash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's sometimes not about that. And
I think the other thing too which is something that we've seen happen, all starts with trust. I agree. I think it does.
Trust is the base for everything.
But I think it kind of coincides with some of the stuff we've seen happening here on Posh as far as people getting shit for buying stuff. So it's like if you have that your own account, like that says without the accountability or without the having to ask permission or whatever, if you have your own account to spend your own money, it also makes sense too, because I've seen the negative aspect of a relationship of people getting shit for buying a handbag.
I'm at the horse of the gate ready to bring this up. Yep. So let's talk about that for a second.
Support that.
There's something going on in the purse world that we don't talk about a lot, and we're gonna
1 minute on our
1 minute
too.
I'm gonna bring it up before we announce the next giveaway winner here. Okay, really quick. people are not talking about this, and let's talk about this just for a sec. We have a whole track dedicated on an album just for this. I think it was track 2.
Mm-hmm.
Track 2 on our album, Handle It, is dedicated to just this moment. There are a lot of women getting in trouble, and I said that like a parent. I mean it. Getting in trouble for buying handbags, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I know we talk about the subject a lot. Men can buy golf clubs and it's a hobby. Men can buy PCs, it's a hobby. Men can buy shoes, it's a hobby. Woman buy 3 purses, she's got a problem.
Track 3, by the way.
Track 3, thank you, Max. She's got a spending habit. So we better sit her down. She's buying us out of a house and a home. It makes her happy. It's not called a hobby for her.
Mm-hmm.
She's creating a collection. It's not a hobby for her. Okay, my feminist is about to pop out of my. I'm about to grow some titties. I'm about to argue this shit right now.
Right.
So like, I mean, like, why is that a thing? So having that separate account could solve that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me shit. This is my money. Now, if he's telling you not to buy something on that's a whole nother issue. That's a deep level of concern you should be worried about in your relationship.
Right.
But if
your bills are paid, then why can't you
leave her alone? Leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
So I think that's a big deal. Oh, hold on.
Oh.
We're about to do a giveaway.
Who's it gonna be?
Chad, I'm about to talk to you, Chad, in a second.
Leslie.
Leslie, hey, Leslie, let's go. Hey, Leslie, I've been saying this after everyone. We're going to do one more for 15 minutes, okay? Because we got to end the podcast. So we're going to do one more, yeah? We got one more? Okay, my bag. We're going to do one more for 15 minutes, okay? Last one for 15 minutes. Leslie, congratulations. So we're trying to change how everything's done on Posh. You do not have to buy nothing back here. You do not have to give a code. This is not for free shipping. We're just going to send this out to you, and you can open up a little bit of retro in your life, because that's what's in here. All these cute little retro minis, cuteness, aggression. They're so cute. And just enjoy yourself. Okay. That's what it's about. That's what it should always be about. So we're not trying to we're trying to change how everything works when it comes to treating people, when it comes to like buyer and seller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No guilt. Just have a good time.
Yep.
No code. No canceling.
Oh, but shameless plug.
Nope.
Shameless plug time. Shameless plug. Hey, Christian. Hi, Christian. Shameless plug. Everything comes behind us. Do not buy anything, okay? Who tells you not to buy anything but me in the Poshmark, right? Do not buy anything back here. But if you do buy something later, all right, everything comes with a good vibes guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
That means you got a whole year to return it for any reason at all. Okay, because we really, really mean it. Like we want you to fall in love with the bag that you get or whatever you get from us. We want you to fall in love with it. And if you don't fall in love with it 8 months from now, send it back. I mean, send it back. We'll get you something else. We're not messing around. So that's just our way of showing, like, getting rid of all the problems that we've come into buying online, not just from other Posh sellers, but from eBay, Mercari, Depop, all the bullshit. We call them Big Bag Mud, by the way. All the bullshit that you get when you buy. That's just our way of getting, changing that.
Mm-hmm.
Changing that.
We've even taken it one step further, you guys, where I'm so glad you stumbled in here too. But we've taken it one step further at kismetmags.com. We have what's called our purse pass, you guys, because we are all about curating your collection. And because what we were just talking about, that handbags and wallets are just as much a collector's piece as those trading cards or those golf clubs or whatever it is that your partner's out there buying and giving you shit for. Handbags can be the same. And so let's build a collection together, you guys. So we've got our purse pass, which it is over at kismetmags.com, and it gives you unlimited exchanges. So we can keep exchanging until you find the perfect bag to add to your collection.
Right.
So no guilt, no buyer's remorse, none of that. Like we're just trying to change it, you guys. It needs to be done differently. So
we need to just treat each other differently, bottom line.
For real, right?
Bottom line, we need to treat each other differently. Don't get me wrong, there's a balance, but I think the problem is corporate policies are to protect them, not protect you.
Absolutely.
So, and I know why it's there. To be fair and balanced, it's there because people take advantage of corporate. They take advantage of them and but really 3 days, Poshmark, really 30 days, 14 days for the real, 30 days for, I think it's eBay. Come on. That's just craziness. So
I don't know if there is a way to cheat the giveaways.
Is there there's a cheat in the giveaways? I've seen someone win multiple times in a show to where the host told them not to enter. So someone could win after the third time. You know what, Olaine? I don't think there is.
I don't think there is, but I've seen it happen.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I've seen something similar happen. It wouldn't
surprise me.
Somebody was doing a marathon of a show, and she was like, "Oh my God, this is like the fourth time you've won. That's crazy."
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know, what can you do? There's nothing that we can do on our end that will change anything. So
Right.
I have no idea. But
no, that's true. So, but all right, that's
all right.
are we a cold open answer? Yeah, so that's it, right?
I think so. I think finding the common ground, finding what works
I was just going to get to that. Yep.
for your relationship, your aspect of your relationship. Just know that the choice you make could translate to dictate your current relationship. You know what I mean? Like it could translate mentally in how you are in your relationship or how you handle things in your relationship. So
That's very important, not to project.
oh my God, no, don't not enter. Please enter.
Enter again, give it away to somebody. I don't care.
Yeah, right?
So it's very nice of you, though.
That's so sweet of you. But no, please enter. No, it's
like we're in very good company here. This is not like a normal tribe, I guess,
Yeah.
We're very like making sure cheering on the other person. It's a big deal.
For sure.
So at least with our tribe. So, but I think the bottom line though is that there's no one size fits all.
No.
Right?
No.
But how you share or don't share your bank account might say more about your values and your trust and your partnership than even the words I do.
The aspect of your relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. So it says a lot about it. And regardless of what science says, you got to listen to what works in your relationship. Although obviously it says that when you have some sort of joint account, any joint account, the relationships last longer and the report back be more satisfying. And there's got to be some warrant to that. But honestly, there are other people doing it the other way too. You just got to make sure you guys have trust. And it's about non-selfishness. I mean, I think one thing, regardless of us going back and forth right now, we can all agree on is that you cannot be selfish and then expect to have a relationship.
Right.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing, right? Ain't no way that's a thing.
No, and it doesn't become selfishness. It's independence. Like have your own independence, but it doesn't have to be selfish.
Right. Oh, there's a big difference. Yeah. Let's make sure we discuss that. There's the big difference between selfishness and independence. And that's something that we got to watch out for. So I think that's key. But look I even have a picture of Salma Hayek up there.
Cute. I love that.
That's how that works. So
and what is your pop culture news again? That was it.
Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez is
announcing a tour?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Well, that's what it supposedly what it said.
Again, touching on that nostalgia.
I have to pull up your bullet points for your sign off. What about the sign off?
The unspoken truth, yes, about your relationship.
So talk about it at home with your relationships. And if you're single, I highly suggest that you keep your bank account separate for a long ass time before you even consider doing a joint account. I was definitely the big hard no. So coming from someone who's met someone that I call my soulmate, I would take it to a soft no. Okay. You might meet someone that might just change. I mean, to be romantic about it, the person that comes in and just changes your whole world like that, you might be in love with them. So, you start one way and then you meet someone and then you're like, oh my God, I would give up everything for you. I would do everything to make us work. I would do everything. Right. And now you're in love and that hard no just went out the door.
Not after 2 dates, though.
Not after 2 dates. Yeah. If you're after 2 dates, you're in trouble. You should be really considering doing something different, or at least getting your foot on the ground before you do something like that. So, but everybody else, I think that it's all about, you're going to get a feeling with them.
Yeah.
And I think everyone agrees it's like not a week, not a month, keep that a little bit longer. But after like 3 or 4 months, start feeling it out, I think. That'd be my rule of thumb for someone, So I feel, and that's if y'all see each other regularly. Some people have those relationships where they only see each other on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't understand dating right now.
Well, they're like strong.
I don't know. I would be such a mess. So
I'm going to swing back to retro.
Okay.
Ready? Retro?
Well,
I'm going to swing it back around to the beginning. So before we sign off, because back in the day, we didn't have, 20-somethings. Are there any 20-somethings still in this chat?
Hi, Sonny. We record a live podcast on Posh. So that's what we're doing.
We didn't swipe to meet each other. Yep. We did either ASL, or we actually walked up to somebody and start talking to them. You're like, excuse me. And then you'd have to and as a guy, I feel like that was such a rite of passage in its own right of having to shake off the, oh my God, she's going to reject me. Oh my God. And just go up there and just say hi or whatever it might be. I mean, that's where those pickup lines came from in the first place.
Right.
The whole birth, the pickup lines came from men actually having to approach women and have the confidence to get over the fear of rejection and go up there and hey girl, you know what I'm saying? And then make up some line,
Right.
insert corny line,
Right.
You know what I
To
mean?
compensate for what they're really like internally hemorrhaging.
They are absolutely absolutely. I don't have that problem now. Listen, guys, I done it so much that, and for a while I did, you know what really helped? I did model scouting for a while. And that helped a lot in Irvine, California, where here's more fun facts because of my ADD. You guys have done so much crap in my life. My ADD took me here. I did model scouting in Irvine and I got that, but they do this on machine. I feel outdated, but I used to have to get a beauty recognition certificate. I'm going to say that again because it's so ridiculous. I got certified to recognize if you're an industry standard beauty. So that means face symmetry for men, it was broad shoulders to, what they call mewing nowadays. Okay. You have to have a nice, strong jawline. For women, it's a small, stout nose. Like I had to know all this crap.
Now you punch it in an app.
Now you punch in an app and they'd be like, yeah, they're hot.
Okay.
But
no.
not just like standard hot. They had to be either runway hot or blah 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 or whatever, and I don't even want to say hot. Hot's slang for this.
Right.
There's an actual industry standard for it where you're looking for certain things that a makeup artist can really do a lot with. Like a very open. Okay, I'm going too far into it.
Right.
But my point is, I actually got certified for that crap. I actually had to go up as a job to all these beautiful women and as a not pickup line. You ever think about modeling? As a not pickup line. Like I'm not picking you up. I'm seriously just trying to make commission off of you. Like a not pickup line. So that was something we used to do back in the days that we actually went up to people and talked to them was my point. And had to have the balls and the confidence to say hi, to get to know someone, look someone in the eye. And a woman they know within the first 5 seconds who you are. If you're a nervous wreck, they can see past it too. And you don't do that now. Now dating is all pictures and swiping. And I got Adobe Photoshop, right? I'm gonna catfish the shit out of you, right? That's what's gonna happen right now if I'm dating tomorrow. I'm 6'5", blue eyes finance. You got me instead, 5'11", Asian with an accent. What you doing? What you doing? You got the Temu version of that guy showing up.
5'11", you're really tall Asian.
5'11". That's what I tell all the hot women, 5'9" if you're not. I'm just kidding. I'm actually 5'10". That's why I said that. But no, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that we had to do. So we had to do that, 20-year-olds. We actually went up to somebody and we talked to them. Or you go through AOL Instant Messenger after you collect enough CDs. Okay.
At the back of the magazine at Barnes and Noble.
Oh my God. Yes.
Stole a lot as a kid, I'm realizing.
I'm going to call the police on you.
I should.
So that's not a thing anymore. Now, really quick, because we got to sign off in 4 minutes and 57 seconds. We got to sign off here. The whole online dating scene, because it's still kind of, if you can go to a bar right now and talk to somebody, so it's not completely dead.
Right.
Okay. It's not like I'm exaggerating for the sake of the joke.
Right.
But you can still go to a bar and you can still meet somebody, and that's the thing. But most people really do just sit down and swipe. The art form itself is kind of going down the drain.
Well, the problem is not only like, it's changed on both sides. So you could still have the confidence of growing up in your era and going up to talk to somebody, but is it going to be reciprocated because now that person you're hitting on at the bar is used to swiping? So is it going to be reciprocated? Right. Like, so
I just think you got to up your game, because I have had no trouble meeting people even now today.
Right.
Women think I'm flirting with them sometimes, and it's like, my wife is over there. Don't get this twisted. So and it really depends on your approach. One of the first two things I always tell men when they're talking to somebody, and this can be about women or sales, is the same thing. Okay. The first things first is that you do not come off threatening and creepy. Okay. So, and then two, you have under a couple seconds to establish common ground. That's it. I'm not sure, am I talking about sales or door-to-door sales, or am I talking about picking up on women? It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. You're a good salesman. You're probably going to be good at picking up women.
Right.
So when I approach someone, I have a very good pickup line that works every time. Men, you can use this. It's my pickup line. Are you ready? Hi. That's it.
TM.
That's it. Trademarked. Don't steal it. No, you can use it. You go hi, and she's going to look at you. And in that 2 seconds, you got to establish common ground, and you got to say why you're there in the first place, and not come off creepy. You got some sweat stains. Okay. Your fly's half open. Now you got to work. All right. So don't come off creepy and be looking at her eyes are up there. Look at her eyes. Okay. So don't
walk up mouth breathing.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Don't be already checking her out. Like, it has to be instantaneous. And then you got to go in and just say what you got to say right away. Take your shot. So, and if you cannot be creepy and establish that common ground, you're going to come out okay. And I've done that I did it today. I did it yesterday. You guys, I'm a social person. Did you notice I'm a social person? I do all the time. It's not that difficult to be able to just go and meet people. So, but the biggest thing is men try and go up and they have this idea that they're all Chris Brown. They have this idea that they're going to walk up, they're going to be like, girl, what's up? Licking the lips and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop with that.
Stop it.
Stop it.
That again.
I'm still on topic on retro, by the way, because again, this is like something that doesn't happen as often now. So I think you have to be better, because you're right. Women are swiping and they look up and they go, this is a picture that's talking to me? What the fuck? So like, you really have to be much smoother now. And so that's all. I think you just got to get better at it.
True. But that goes with everything.
Yeah.
Just get better.
So, okay, you ready? Matt's going to sign off. Let's see if you can sign off. No, let's wait.
Swipe or no swiping.
We got 1 minute.
Time.
Let's announce the winner and then we'll head on. For those who are joining us, this is the recording this is a live recording of our podcast. We do this every day that we're on. We're on Poshmark 4 days a week. Our podcast is called Beyond the Bag. And it is out everywhere, Spotify, blah, blah, blah. We also have an album. Oh, by the way, we sell purses and stuff, but if you're looking for a free love handbag, go for it. But other than that, really, it's just we're out here sending out good vibes to people, and creating some fun times for everybody, and creating a tribe of people that are kind of anti-corporate, okay? Because we're very anti-corporate here. We don't believe in the small return windows that's going on. Poshmark 3 days. For those listening who are outside, this is Poshmark is 3 days. 3 days. 3 days. That's insane. Hopefully the new Poshmark CEO changes that, because we want more than 3 days. That's not right. We give you at kidsandmags.com, we give you a whole year, okay? You got a whole year to return it if you don't like it. Bottom line, it's called our good vibes guarantee. But we're hoping that we get enough followers that we call them big bagma, like big pharma, and we're out of control. Poshmark, Depop, Mercury, eBay. Name them. They're real. Name them. Fashion Foul. Name them. The return policies suck. It's one and done. It's all about guilt and you want to know a fun fact? There's a survey that came out. We're totally off topic, but I got to be for the next 36 seconds. 80% of women either get bored or have regret after buying a purse after 6 months. In a survey.
I believe it.
80%.
I'm part of that 80%.
80% after 6 months. That's why we give you a year for that reason right there. So I'm trying to change that. And we're trying to change that. Our whole tribe is trying to change that. A lot of the people are in here are all part of that tribe too, by the way, you guys. So we're all out as sort of a movement. So yeah, we kind of sell bags and stuff, but if you think we sell bags, you're not listening. No. You're not paying attention to what we're actually trying to do out here. So 2 seconds, you ready, you guys? Ready?
Last one.
We're going to send some nostalgia home with somebody.
One. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Oh, Chantel. It's what? A reason to send Chantel something? Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh. You're going to show her?
No, I'm so excited.
Okay, Chantel, you got a surprise.
I bought something the other day and I was like, this would be a great giveaway. And Shantez would love this. It'd be so cool.
So I need to do the thing. I'm going to do the Shantez anyway. Shantez, you do not have to buy a bag for this. This is not a free shipping. Just enjoy the good vibes, okay? We will send it out. This will not get canceled. You will not get bait and switched as well.
There are no code words.
There are no code words in order to accept this giveaway, all right? A giveaway should be just that, a giveaway. Let's stop debating people, please, you guys.
Yay! She still never sent it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh my God, that's so funny. We get the foil.
That's so crazy. Excited. What's that? Oh, okay. That's probably our Facebook ads coming through.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. Mac's going to do a sign off.
Okay.
Mac's going to do a sign. I know. Really quick, just to add into there, I might even edit this out of the podcast. One of our friends here, the one who just won, she won a giveaway and it never got sent. How sad is that?
I feel like we've heard that story so many times.
It's not right, you guys. It's not right. Bottom line, it's not right.
Leslie said, yep, that happened to you too.
That's happened to you too? That's not right, you guys. If they're doing a giveaway, they should just make it a giveaway.
Give it away.
And in my opinion, this is just me, there should be some repercussion.
Oh yeah.
To the seller that does that.
Suck.
Right? I mean,
there's a lot of things that need repercussion in here.
I saw a show the other day. I was watching a show and this person had 100-something people in there. Okay? It was a big show. I'm not going to name names. And they were doing that all over the place. giveaways just to get it hyped up, just to get numbers up, just to pump up numbers, guilting people into buying stuff, not sending giveaways when they should. And the worst part is people were still supporting this person.
I know.
And then other people in the chat would get on the other person like, buy something, you just won, buy something. Support the seller, support. Why not support the buyer who's supposed to win something for free?
Right. Well, I think why it doesn't affect us as much mentally is we offer free shipping on
Right.
all of our 97% of our closet has free shipping. So, and then everything has free shipping at kismetmags.com.
Right.
So to be covering the shipping costs, we're already used to that. So that isn't a huge incentive for us to put this out there to offer free shipping to then guilt people into buying something. It was like, we already offer free shipping.
Yeah, that's already a thing.
You don't do that?
Yeah, that's already a thing.
Oh,
so
okay.
Principalities is the principalities, I think. I agree with you. And principalities should be an official word, by the way.
Principality.
I don't, like hella. Hella should be a word, you know?
It should be, absolutely.
And psych, except for doctors. Doctors, no using psych. You're not allowed
Psyche.
Doctors, no psyche, okay? All right, Max, let's sign us off, Matt.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this amazing nostalgia episode. We had so much fun giving away all of those. Good night, good night. We record these every day that we are live here on Posh. We do the end of the week, the last 4 days of the week. And follow us on Instagram, Kismet Mags. And my God, our album has already dropped. So
yeah,
I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We are changing the rules that put profits over people. You guys treating shoppers the way you actually deserve to be treated, with joy, freedom, and zero buyer's remorse. So I'm so excited. We made so many new friends. We have all of these fun things to give away. And I thank you guys so much for being here.
And you guys, for anyone that needs to hear this, this is how we always end all of our podcasts and our shows. If anybody needs to hear this, look at your life. The twists, the turns, the moments that broke you, the ones that lifted you. Every choice you made, every mistake, every heartbreak, every triumph, it was all shaping you. It was all preparing you. The experience that you wish you didn't have, the ones that you wish didn't happen, the traumas that left the scars, the late nights questioning yourself, they weren't wasted. They were the quiet teachers, the invisible architects, and to make the person that is you today. And that's something that is very important, that you understand that you are exactly who you are supposed to be, which is stronger than yesterday, wiser than before, and ready for what's next. Life doesn't give you more than you can handle. And everything that's brought you here today has prepared you for what's coming up next. So step forward, be brave, step forward with that courage, knowing that every part of your story was necessary, every single part. You're ready. You are enough, and the best is still yet to come. You guys, thank you again for joining us. I want you guys to know we love you so much. To spread some good out into the world, make sure to check out the podcast Beyond the Bag for all the Posh people, and for all the people listening on the podcast, make sure to check out our album. It's out everywhere now. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Much love.
This flyer that's up right now.
Oh, make sure to like this flyer up here, okay?
You can be added to our tag list and come hang out with us next time we tag everybody at the Guinea Beach show.
You guys are the best.
Much love.
Bye.